To commemorate the founding of New Orleans in 1718, WYES presents this tricentennial moment in celebration of our city's past and present.
For the Morrison administration, progress in 1950s New Orleans was often gauged by visible accomplishments. In the mid-50s, the Morrison administration moved to consolidate railroad activity, and train overpasses were constructed. Stations hosting specific lines became obsolete. Lost to the wrecking ball in 1954 was the Southern Railway Station on Canal Street at Basin Street. It had been designed by the firm of nationally known Chicago architect Daniel Burnham.
That was right by Krause, the southern terminal, and as I remembered, it was gray and majestic looking and arched.
And I just remember going in there just a couple of times as a kid, not so much to catch a train, but just because we're downtown and it's a place you'd go and look around. And there was something exciting about train stations because there's so much activity. You see people coming and going. And back then when people traveled, they dressed up. And you see these trains, and these trains were like these magic tubes that would be hurling people to other lands.
And you saw everybody you knew. Whether you were going to Bay St. Louis to the summer home, or whether you were going to Chicago, or whether you were going to New York. And everyone had houses on the Gulf Coast that I knew. But I can remember going over with my grandmother and all of my sisters, my sister and brothers and cousins. And we'd go for the summer, for like a whole month of the summer. And my daddy and my uncles would arrive on the train on Friday afternoon. And we'd go meet him at the train station. And then, they'd come home by train and we'd travel by car. I mean, it was just part of the everyday life.
WYES's New Orleans Tricentennial Moments are brought to you by the Miro Foundation and presented in association with the Historic New Orleans Collection.